It's been a wonderful season here in the Northern Hemisphere on the month of April, where the flowers are blooming and the weather is more tolerable. Although I come from a tropical country from the Philippines, so it's still cold for me. I'm so delightful to experience the spring. In this episode, we're going to explore a city with a unique cultural heritage. Interesting historical spots and amazing gardens. In one of the most beloved cities of Canada in the Pacific Coast, and we're in Victoria, British Columbia, Canada. Victoria, British Columbia, Canada has been known for its indigenous arts and craftsmanship long before the arrival of the European explorers in Canada, known as the Aboriginal Canadians. These native heritage carvings can be seen throughout the British Columbia, called the totem pole. The totem poles has been a reminder of the important part of the Aboriginal culture in this part of Canada's regions that represent their beliefs, history, and arts expressions. It has also conveyed a story that symbolizes different aspects of Aboriginal life, folklore, legends, and some family lineage. Nowadays, most of the original totem poles are being preserved in the British Columbia Museum and can be seen as well in the heart of the city in Thunderbird Park and some notable landmarks in Victoria such as the Beacon Hill Park and the Parliament Building. Nowadays, Victoria is still known as one of the oldest cities in the Pacific Northwest. In 1843, the British colony starts to settle and slowly transform it into a European-style city. Numerous historical buildings started to rise, which until now the city has retained it as an important landmark. Among the most important of those historical buildings which marks as Victoria's signature landmarks, such as the Parliament Building and the Empress Hotel. British Columbia Parliament Building stood as Victoria's signature monument. The neo-Baroque architectural style building was constructed in 1893 and currently residents of the Legislative Assembly of British Columbia. Visitors are welcome to explore the architectural beauty of the building all year round from Monday to Friday between 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., giving you the opportunity to learn how the British Columbia government works. You can join the regular scheduled guided tour for free or explore the building on your own. And don't miss the great opportunity awaits for serious photography enthusiasts as well during the nighttime. Another mecca and heart and soul of architectural attraction in Victoria is the Fairmont Empress Hotel, known most commonly as the Empress. The structure was built in 1904 and opened on January 1908. It is designated as a National Historic Site of Canada for its contribution to the development of the Chateau style of architecture. The Empress also recognized as one of the top 21 iconic hotels in the world by the National Geo Travel magazine and regarded as a Condé Nast Reader's Choice and Gold List hotel. An easy walking distance away from the Empress and the Parliament Building is a 200-acre park famous for both locals and tourists, the Beacon Hill Park. Abundant with its natural features, the Beacon Hill Park offers a nice walking path for a stroll. Natural habitats within the park such as swans, ducks, squirrels, and so much more that can easily be spotted here. The park is also considered to be an archaeologically significant site since it was the first burial grounds to the native people of Victoria like Esquimalt and Songhees. In 2009, the park was noted as a municipal heritage site. Heading to another cultural site in Victoria not to be missed is a designated National Historical Site, the Old Town neighborhood of Chinatown. In the mid-19th centuries, a mass flow of Chinese immigrants from California started due to the discovery of gold in the region. About one-third of these immigrants were Chinese. Later on, more demands of workers arose due to the constructions of Canadian Pacific Railway. opening up the opportunity for Chinese immigrants of mostly men. The Chinatown in Victoria is considered as the oldest Chinatown in Canada and is the second oldest in North America after San Francisco. Nowadays, it became a tourist attraction surrounded by restaurants, hotels, bars, shopping spots, theaters, and mini parks. The Gate of Harmonious Interest stands as one of the most important landmarks in Chinatown. Situated 45 minutes away by public bus towards the northwest side of the city, nestled the most magical place in Vancouver Island. If you are seeking to one of the most breathtaking and picturesque attractions within the city of Victoria, then make sure you include our episode's final destination to your bucket list, the Butchart Garden. Designated as a National Historic Site of Canada, the Butchart Garden is composed of 22 hectares of captivating gardens with varieties of attractions on each season. The history of this attraction started in 1904 when husband and wife Robert and Jenny Butchart moved to Vancouver Island from Ontario, Canada, to build a cement plant upon its discovery that the area is abundant with limestone as the main component for cement production. After 5 years, limestone deposit in the area began to worn out. Jenny Butchart then started to envision to transform the property into a grand garden. More than 100 years after, the gardens turns to be one of the most visited gardens in the world, catering over 1 million of visitors per year, wandering the property with more than 100 varieties of flowers that blooms uniquely based on each season. My visit during the spring is the start of the tulip season, and my first cherry blossom actually experience also started here in British Columbia, although most of my readings recommend that its ideal visit falls between July to September for the summer season. My recommendation to allot your visit for at least 2 to 4 hours, giving yourself a chance to explore this unique attraction. For after all, your visit to Victoria will never be complete without visiting the Butchart Gardens. Victoria was more than just a destination for me. It feels like a home away from home, opening up a wider perspective of the diverse beauty that Canada has to offer, from its heritage, culture, history, nature, its people, and more. My 2-week stays in Victoria, British Columbia seems to be not enough, ending up with a hope to see Victoria again in my future journeys to explore more beauties that yet to be discovered. Thank you all so much once again, guys, for tuning in, and we are going to explore more adventures and more travel to come, so keep on tuning into this channel. And you can also catch me on Instagram through Pictures Journeys. I'm Patrick Vininoso once again, and I'll see you around and about for our next travel adventure.